Good afternoon, and welcome to VMT News Afternoon Edition. I'm Jesus Gonzalez.
And I am Amanda Reese.
Red Ribbon Week has been celebrated during the whole week. Miguel Cisneros and San Juanita Valdepeña have the story.
Every year, schools all over the district celebrate Red Ribbon Week in honor of what Enrique Camarena started, which was the war against drugs. The idea of this week is to decrease the amount of students who do drugs and educate them about their harmful side effects. We spoke to Ms. Ana Laura Salinas as to what her expectations for this week.
So the expectation is for students, first of all, to have fun, and also to have fun while they're learning, and for them to remember that drugs is always bad for you, that it could affect your entire life, and it just doesn't affect the student or the person that's abusing drugs. It actually affects the immediate family.
Students get to express themselves differently every day of this week, October 23rd through 27th, to enjoy being drug-free. Ms. Salinas tells us why we have these different themes every day of the week.
We have now tried to make it more interesting, more motivating for students to remember that life is a lot more fun without drugs. And so now we have a theme. Every day there's a different theme so the students can remember that it's not just one day, but it's an entire week dedicated to that.
We hope that no student ever tries any drug of any sort. If you or any adult you know is having substance abuse problems, please speak up immediately. With VMT News, this is Miguel Cisneros.
Last night, VMT had their report card night. Here is the insight.
Said it would resume admitting refugees to the U.S. after the expiration Tuesday of a 4-month ban on all resettlement but increased vetting, and announced a new partial ban on refugees from 11 countries. The new vetting rules, which would apply to all new refugees admitted under a 45,000 per year cap that would become effective October 1st, could slow the refugee approval process and halt admission for certain groups, according to resettlement groups and government officials.
Over the weekend, President Trump had a big controversy with a widow named Misha Johnson. Her husband, Sergeant David Johnson, and 4 other U.S. service members were killed in Niger. In the interview she had with Good Morning America, she had talked about her condolence phone call with President Donald Trump. She had said that he was struggling to remember her husband's name and that he said he knew what he signed up for, but it hurts anyway, which had hurt her feelings. Later on, Donald Trump had fired back saying he knew his name from the very beginning. Johnson said she had later been told that she couldn't see her husband or even know how he died. Even if she hasn't found out how he died, she just wants everyone to know how great of a soldier he was, as well as a loving father and husband.
In other news, a Texas man was rescued by his son after his legs became stuck in a farming machine near a small town outside of Lubbock. This past Tuesday, Leopoldo Martinez was trying to dislodge corn stuck in a 20-foot tall grain Arger cart when he fell and got stuck. I'm sorry. His son said that his father was screaming, "I'm stuck. My legs are broken. Come get me out." Excuse me. The hospital sent doctors to the scene. Along with tools and equipment to perform an amputation. After doctors pulled him out, Mr. Martinez was left with a large wound, 2 broken toes on his right foot, and his left foot had to be amputated. He should be able to walk again in a few months with therapy and possibly a prosthetic.
On October 2nd, 2017, 3-year-old Sharon Matthews was reported missing by father Wesley Matthews, later to be found dead by researchers with cadaver dog Sunday. Authorities are suspicious of foul play because of the inconsistent story coming from Wesley Matthews. He allegedly changed stories twice, first by claiming she wandered off in the middle of the night when he sent her outside for not drinking her milk, and later changing his story, stating the little girl choked to death on milk in the family's garage. Wesley Matthews was charged Monday with first-degree felony injury to a child, punishable by up to life in prison, and he is being held on a $1 million bond.
Laredo ISD counselor is suspended for 4 months after being charged for taking a weapon from an officer. Javier Posada Ferdin, 32, was charged with taking a weapon from an officer, resisting arrest, assaulting a public servant, and criminal mischief. Posada, a counselor at Laredo Independent School District's Christian and Memorial Middle Schools, was placed on administrative leave for following his arrest. LISD school board meeting trustees passed a motion to place Posada on suspension without pay for the remainder of the 2017 to 18 school year. While suspended, he is not allowed to enter any LISD property. Posada's case is still going on, and once it reached in the case, the school district said it will act in accordingly on Posada's status with LISD.
On Saturday, October 21st, was the annual Derek R. Trevino skating competition held at the Blas Castaneda Park. The event was held to spread awareness of the dangers of drunk driving after Elizabeth Alonso's son was killed by a drunk driver she founded. She founded Laredoans Against Drunk Driving. The competition has grown over the years to include speakers and volunteers. The competition has attracted young skateboarders who hopefully can absorb the message that the foundation is trying to put out. Drive sober before it's over.
We will be right back with more news.
Get the brand new Go Juice Extreme! Get the energy you need today!
Side effects may include nausea, abdominal pain, and in some extreme cases, death. If any of these symptoms are happening to you, consult your doctor immediately.
Thanks, Go Juice!
Hello and welcome back. My name is Aaron Aguilar, and here are the highlights of sports for this week. Let's start with the World Series. Last Saturday, October 21st, the Astros beat the 27 Worlds winning Yankees. The Astros stomped on the Yankees with a score of 4-0, cementing their spot in the playoffs. Now in their first game of playoffs against the Los Angeles Dodgers, they lost 1-3. In the second game, the Astros score when we can only hope this team can get back on their feet and not lose the energy from their previous victory, especially with not making the playoffs for 12 years. We'll keep you updated with the 5 games left that they have to play. In the NFL, the Washington Redskins will start the game off with a field goal, but by the third quarter, the Eagles are ahead 17-10 and keeping the lead till the end of the game, ending at 34-24. For the Eagles to take the win for Philadelphia, the rookie Matt Holland scoring his first touchdown for the second quarter, going deep into the end zone for 64 yards. The Atlanta United broke the MLS attendance record in the final regular season game on Sunday by going to the past 800,000 marks on its first year in the league. Unfortunately for this team, they did not secure the first round playoff ticket. This is the second time for the year. Atlanta also broke the single game record on Sunday as 71,874 fans watched the 2-2 draw against Toronto. The Winter Olympics 2018 is going to South Korea, Pyeongchang in 2018, so stay connected to the advertising and details of different games since the events will happen in different cities and venues. The date for the Winter Olympics is going to be on Friday, February 9th to 25. South Korea will enhance the millions of spectators this year and in local sports. With the new high school football team seasons is underway, the teams only have a few weeks left to try and be the top of their respective districts. In Laredo ISD, we have the Martin Tigers, 4 Nixon Mustangs with 5-2, and then the Figueroa Toros with a score of 1-7 as for the UISD, and with LBJ Wolves are currently behind with a win, lose to score of 7, and the United Longhorns have a score of 3-4, and the United South Panthers and the Alexander Bulldogs have an equal win to lose score of 2-5. With only a few weeks left in the season, who will be the top football team in Laredo, Texas? And that is all the sports for today. Stay tuned here in VMT News.
I'm so tired. Oh, this workout's killing me.
Not for me. I'm a hydrated and full of energy.
How? We were doing the same workout.
Yeah, you've been drinking normal water. I've been drinking H2.0.
Wow, really? Can I have some?
Yeah, just don't finish it all.
Whoa. I feel like I can run forever.
H2.0. It tastes just like water but keeps you hydrated longer.
Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to VMT News. I'm Joel Garcia bringing you the weather for today. Our national forecast overall shows Des Moines, Iowa at 59 degrees with cloudy skies, Little Rock at 76 degrees, and Nashville at 71 degrees, both with sunny skies. Our state forecast shows the state of Texas with temperatures in the mid-80s with sunny skies in El Paso, Texas, Dallas, and Corpus Christi. Now, our local 3-day forecast shows sunny skies as well on Thursday through Saturday, with Thursday at 87 degrees, Friday at 79 degrees, and Saturday at 69 degrees. I'm Joel Garcia, and thank you for tuning in to the weather for today.
The Day of the Dead will be taking place November 2nd, 2017. The Day of the Dead is a special event that takes place at Vidal M. Trevino. This day is to remember all of those who have passed away. Vidal M. Trevino celebrates this every year to remember those loved ones who have passed. The dance group from Vidal M. Trevino, the Day of the Dead is a Mexican tradition where there are parties, dances, and other tradition. The dance group will be performing traditional dances, which we hope you enjoy. We hope to see you at this amazing event.
On Saturday, the Laredo Energy Arena will be having a performance by REIK, the Latin Grammy Award-winning Mexican band. Tickets will be sold for $128.
And that is all from us today.
Thank you and have a great day.
We'll see you next Thursday.